warm up today here. So, September the 14th, 2015. I'm going to keep checking homework here. I'm seeing a lot of good things here. Remember, the homework is meant to be for you guys here. We're going to start our new unit tomorrow. I'm going to do one last day of recap here to make sure things are good. The reason I want you to practice this stuff is to get efficient and quick at them. Okay? These two skills, these two warm-ups that we put on here, you will have to do several times in this course, okay, for other things. And I don't want to say, how do you complete the square again, or how do you solve for x here? Those are things that should be, like, natural, okay? All right, can I get a volunteer that wants to start with Spidey today? Robert, thank you. Do that. I'm going to work to take my last one leg. All right, Robert, can you give me the first step here, please?
I have to move
Good. So what do we get to last year? So there. Did I do that right? Did you just work out my background or not? Did it work? Where'd it go? Okay, so that turns into 5x squared minus x squared minus 6x plus 2x minus 1 plus 2, and that worked? Okay, perfect again. Forget I said anything. All right, Chris, back to you. Can you neaten this up for me, please?
4x squared minus 4x plus 1.
Great. All right, Tanner, can I get the M and the A, please, for this one?
I wasn't paying attention at all. I was doing what was the question?
What's the M and what's the A for this one, please?
4 and A is negative.
Great.
Sorry.
Okay. What are those two numbers, please, Tanner? Go ahead.
I got -2 and -2.
That's an answer. Great. All right. Austin, keep going.
so it's 4x.
Yeah. Yeah. Great. Julia, where do you next, please?
Don't you do like the, are you
Good. Okay, so what's common between 4x squared and negative 2x? Yeah, 2x on a polynomial. What's left inside the bracket?
2x, and then just -1.
-1, right? Like 2 times 2 is 4, and 2 times -1. All right, Luke, what's common between negative 2x plus 1?
I got -1.
Good. So it's inside the bracket?
2x minus 1.
Okay, now, know what Luke did there. He had to take out a -1 instead of just a +1, or leave it blank, all right, because, well, you need it to the bracket to be the same, right? All right, Ryan, what's the next step here, please? Here. Ryan, next step. Oh, come on. Tori, go ahead.
I just wrote it 2x minus 1 brackets and then I just squared it.
Yeah, it is square. I'm going to leave it like that. Okay. So let's talk through to make sure this is good. So what we just did was factor by grouping. That's all we did there, right? We both put 2x minus 1, that comes out. The leftover part there is, really, so, that. Yeah, go ahead.
When you factored the 2x, like from the left-hand side, how do you know to not bring the negative down?
One more time, sir?
Like where it says 4x squared minus 2x.
Yeah.
How do you know just to bring the 2x down, not the negative 2x?
Okay, because if I took out a negative 2x, this would be negative then at the left. Generally, you want the left-hand term to be positive. That'll still work. If you could have done negative 2x plus 1 times negative 2x plus 1, that would still give you the same answer. All right, but just generally, it's a good habit to keep the x's positive.
Okay.
All right, we're almost done. Josh, what happens next, please? Oh, careful. This is the equal 0 part, right? Right. Go ahead. Okay. They're just solving for x, right? Negative 1 comes across to be 1, right? And then the left x, so this will work the same. Now, I hope no one in this class, and that's squared as Tori said, so I didn't need to do the other side, but we'll get to graphing what that looks like in a sec here for that. Okay. Now, what was I going to say? Oh, no, it's not blank. I hope nobody quad formulated that. Okay. What's the key word at the top that tells me I shouldn't quad formula that? Yeah, it says solve by factoring. Okay. So if on your test it says solve by factoring, and I will say that if I want you to factor, you can solve by factoring, please. Okay. If I don't say that, you know, the quad formula is already made, and that's fine. I have no issue with that. I hope everyone also remembered for this one to solve an x squared, it has to equal 0, right? So shift everything over to the left to the right. I chose to go to the left because I want the x squared to be positive. It's just no easier to work that way. All right. If you're still having difficulty with this, please come see me today at lunch. Okay. There were some people that came in on Friday just to get a few little wrinkles ironed out, and after 2 questions, it was like, oh yeah, perfect, I got it. Okay. So if someone, this is tricky because we're moving on tomorrow. I'm assuming after this example, everyone is perfect at factor. Okay, that's my dream. All right. Okay, good. Quad or between the square. Letter B says, find the vertex of. I'm going to say y equals 3x squared. Thank you, minus 9x plus 1. All right, Natasha, can I get the first step here, please? Good. Now, as we're going to see, thank you very much. As we're going to see in today's example, that does not have to be a common factor. Let's say that would have been 3x squared minus 8x. It would have been 3 bracket x squared minus 8 over 3x, and we'll get to mean questions like that. Don't say, we're in grade 11, okay? We'll have one on the first example of today. Yes?
How come you don't have to factor the x out?
Because remember what we're looking at, good, excellent question. Remember we're trying to do this, right? Okay, so the only thing you need on the left is just a number, all right? And you need this just to be x squared so that it'll turn into just a plain x, all right? Okay, great. Owen, right? Owen. Next step here, please, is what?
Would it be to divide the -3 by 2?
Okay. Squared, not square rooted. Okay, Owen, you're not done. -3 times -3 is?
I just got the final answer.
Okay, go ahead.
9 over 4.
It's 9 over 4. Okay, you didn't like me to press you there, but I'm going to press you again. -3 times, remember, we're squaring the top, squaring the bottom. So -3 times -3 is 9, 2 times 2 is 4. That's where that actually comes from. Okay? All right, Taylor, what comes next, please? Very good. 3 bracket x squared minus 3x plus 9 over 4 minus 9 over 4 plus 1. Wonderful. Okay, now remember, we just need the first 3 terms to FOIL or to complete the square. Okay, we need the negative because you can't just add something, right? All right, James, next step, please. What? Good. So it's going to turn to what? Good. Now this is one step I will always do at the end. Someone, not necessarily James, tell me why I did 4 over 4 at the end. Cash, go ahead. Yeah, I'm going to add on the next steps. I'm just saving myself a little bit of pencil or pen or whatever you write with, okay? Okay. Is anyone not sure where 4 over 4 came from? So I want to make sure. So all I did there, right, I want common denominator, right? So you have to add this number to 1. So 1's the same as 4 over 4. Like we're just doing like common denominator side of the fraction at the end. That's all that's happening. Yeah, go ahead. Yes. I did that somewhere. I don't know where it was. Alice, right? There's a box right behind you. Try not to spill those pencils and pass the box up and leave it somewhere to the front. All right. Okay, Nathan. How do you factor this bracket thing? What does that turn into, please?
You take the number from, you make it negative x minus 3 half.
Good. Okay, now remember, thank you, no, just stay in the zone here, please. So remember what happens here, that is always, this number right here is 100% of the time going to match this number right here, okay? That's why we did this middle step here, was to get that to go. And my final thing, that should be negative 23 over 4, okay? So my vertex is 3 over 2, comma negative 23 over 4, and opens up. The longest connect blocks I've ever seen. I'll leave it right here, okay, in case anyone is in trouble today. Because my kids also have a cold after the first week of school, so probably there's a lot of people in there with a similar thing. Okay. Okay, everyone to close your eyes for a second, please. Cassie, glad you're on time here today. I make you so happy. Thank
Why
you.
does it open up again?
Okay, oops. It opens up because this is positive, that number there is positive. Okay, everyone close your eyes for one quick sec. You two, are you okay, Ellen? You okay, Emerson? Okay, raise your hand if you feel completely good about fractions with completing the square. Raise your hand if you feel sort of good but could use more practice. Raise your hand if you feel horrible. Okay, good, excellent, good. You shouldn't be looking, by the way, Tanner, at all your friends. Don't look at your friends. It's supposed to be a secret ballot. Okay, I'm going to hit pause on this and we'll get started with today's lesson. Today's lesson will